Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to the Dude Casual Cast, hosted by myself, Gosel, and our beloved co-host, C-Dank over here. I guess it's
Hello.
yes. Thank you for that wonderful intro. Um, you never do that again. Also, so for those of you who are wondering, we are a podcast. I guess
We are literally a podcast.
that's all we are.
Yeah.
We talk about stuff. Um, we want to hopefully get people to watch this and or listen to it, which is what you usually do with podcasts. Hopefully enjoy it. For those of you wondering what we do talk about, maybe some video games. Talk about just like a few random topics. Obviously, what's a podcast without some tangents, um, stuff like that. We usually do. Maybe we can get a little bit of personal section over here if we can build a community, which we really hope to do. We can do Q&As in the future, discuss like some viewer related content. Maybe we'll do a little bit of like would you rather's, not just like that low quality stuff, but like maybe some stuff we can actually talk about a little bit. Maybe some like writing, talk about like maybe little stories or whatever, and we'll see how it goes.
And this is our first attempt, so
This is our
go
first
easy on
attempt.
us.
Yeah, that'd be nice. But
Criticism though is will be pretty nice. Constructive criticism.
dog, this is the internet. What do you think you're gonna get? All right,
Probably shit in my mouth, but
classy. All right, so where do you want to start off, my friend? Maybe
start off with a would you rather.
we'll start off with a would you rather. All right, wonderful, wonderful. I know that is a awful transition. I'm aware of this, but hey, this is what we're gonna start off with.
This is what
So
the podcast is.
I guess so. I guess this is what we are. So, we are gonna do a would you rather section on most of our podcasts, and this one we're generally gonna use Reddit for this. So this one is by Kel MSK. Would you rather be a Jedi or a Sith? Now I decided to go with this one based on the fact that like Star Wars and stuff. I guess that's happening, and it's just like, hey, why not? So here's the situation. There is a new Jedi Order and a new Sith Order, and they are looking for new recruits. Both find you and offer you a chance to learn their ways. Who do you join? The Sith rule of two has been abandoned. Um, the Sith rule of two has been abandoned for the sake of this. Would you rather? So I don't know what that is. I don't. I guess I'm not a nerd. Uh, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. So, Dank, I'll start off with you. What do you think? Would you rather be a Jedi or a Sith?
Um, Probably a Sith. I know that there's, well, no, a Jedi. I know that there's like gray
What
people
was
out there.
that?
What?
I'm
I
gonna
said
be a
the wrong
Sith.
thing, all
Wait.
right. No, but there's these people, I don't know the name of them, but supposedly they're like down the middle, and the Jedis are just like pussies and pretty full of themselves. So I'd probably go with being the gray guy.
The gray guy. Thank you
Gray
for picking
guy
something that's not even an
from
option.
Star Wars. Well, I mean, you gotta Wikipedia. All right, we gotta forge our own paths, you know?
Yo, dog. The point of a would you rather is to follow the would you rather.
Okay,
All right.
I would be a gray Jedi.
All right. Thank you for that. What color lightsaber would you have, dog?
Brown.
You're awful.
No one else has a brown colored lightsaber.
I suppose so. I don't even think they make like brown lightsaber crystals though.
You gotta forge your own path.
All right. Have fun forging your own path and your own lightsaber. Meanwhile, I myself, you know, Jedi is cool and this stuff, but I don't know. I think I gotta go with the Sith, just because who does like I play the Star Wars games and stuff, and I gotta say, Force Choke, just best move, North
Those
America.
lightning fingers too.
Lightning fingers, yeah, it's just wonderful. You can just go around just ragdolling people with like Force Choke. That sounds wonderful. And I mean, honestly, like I don't know, maybe there's some Star Wars lore that completely goes against what I'm saying. But like, I don't see how you can lose with Force Choke if you can just sort of just hold someone there. Then what are you gonna? How can you lose? Yeah, I'm sure there's something. Like, oh well, the Jedi's are overpowered because they're the other main faction. They can just stop this, but whatever.
Yeah.
So and it's just like kind of like I guess like the criminals kind of. So why not?
Be a
And
rebel.
I would yeah no, this isn't the new movies, dog. All right, this is old school. Although I probably got that wrong, and I have no clue what I'm talking about.
We both know pretty much nothing about Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean I watched the movies, but that's about it.
I figured
I've
that would
played
be
a
a
few
great
video games.
topic.
Yeah, we're smart. But you know what? Hopefully you guys know more about it, and you're just like, yo, listen to these scrubs talking about Star Wars like they know what they're talking about. When really, I am the true master, Mister. Uh, in the words of listener/viewer. But oh well.
I know what I'm doing after this. I'm gonna learn how to do lightning fingers. I found a tutorial on the
Uh
internet
huh.
and it looks pretty legit. And then I can also learn pyrokinesis, supposedly. I can control fire.
Uh huh.
Yeah,
All right.
that'll be that'll be something.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. Let's talk about video games now.
Vidya.
Yeah, video games. The things that we kind of play, things that we kind of like waste our lives on.
The only
By
thing
waste
we
our
really
lives.
do.
Yeah.
Ah,
So I know this is a bit late, but Fallout 4 recently came out. And by recently, I actually don't know when it came out.
sometime last
So
month.
yeah, last month. So I feel this is still somewhat relevant. So let's roll with it. So Dank, I know you haven't played Fallout 4 yet, right?
I have not.
Neither have I. So we do, as you can see it by trend of this podcast, we like to talk about stuff we have no clue what we're talking about.
So we gotta make
So
assumptions
yeah, we're making assumptions and
and
we're broadening the
bullshitting.
topic. That too. So we're gonna start off with Fallout 4. What have you seen of Fallout 4, or have you not seen anything at all?
I have seen a little bit of gameplay.
You've
I've
seen a little
tried to
bit.
prevent myself from watching more though, so that when I actually get the game, I'm not just gonna be playing what I've already seen.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Um, I've seen also a little bit of gameplay, probably after like maybe the first or second mission. I don't plan on getting a game, so at some point I will actually just finish watching the playthrough. But I've watched other podcasts or listened to other podcasts. I don't really know what's the politically correct term for podcasts, because I mean it was a video at the same time. I mean, you're watching it, but you're listening to it. I don't know. Either way, point being, um, I have heard more about it than I've seen, and I've also heard um, that it seems to be kind of a disappointment in terms of the next game in a Fallout franchise,
Graphic
but in
wise
terms
or
of just
content
being
wise?
like content wise, but in
Ah,
terms of being just a good game, it's all there for that. So I don't know what you think about that. I haven't played any Fallout games in the past, so I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to talk about this, but hey, I
well, I
did.
mean, the hype was there, and
The
then,
hype was there, and we just caught it late.
yeah.
But I've heard, one of the things that I do think is kind of unfortunate is that they have a live voice actors for all the dialogue and
Yeah, that
whatnot.
was pretty controversial.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I haven't played previous games, nor have I played this one. But from what I have seen of previous games, this game, what I've heard, I think they should have gone without it, just because,
Yeah.
a lot of the options now aren't very diverse. They can't really, custom pick like all these new options and
It
stuff. Like
feels
I,
less like you're immersed.
yeah,
It's not really you playing or doing these things, it's just some dude talking about it. Or
yeah. I remember
girl.
in the previous games, if you had like a really like low intelligence or something, all your text options would be just
Yeah.
awful. Or versus, if you're like a really charismatic character or something like that, you'd have all these extra options you could say. When now it's just like sarcastic.
Yeah.
But small gripes.
What I
Uh,
am glad they added was the weapon customization. Now, some people might not like it, like say it's cool, it's
I
Call of Duty, but I think that along with the incorporation of like building a town, since they're both completely optional, were really
mhm.
nice just to give some variety.
Yeah, I've heard a little bit about the town building, but I haven't heard too much about the weapons creation. Could you
It's
tell me a little bit about
pretty
that?
vast. Like I don't think I've ever seen something like that in the game before.
Oh, really?
It's really cool.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So is it just like, well, what are you customizing on the weapons?
Stock, the barrel, sights, grips, pretty much
And
everything
just
you
like
can think of.
adjust stats and stuff?
Yeah, it adjusts the stats. And then you
All
could
right.
also put like extra pockets on your armor or
Extra
yeah.
pockets,
Yeah,
yes.
deeper pockets.
Deeper
Uh
pockets. Oh, wow. All right.
yeah, there's a lot of customization, which I really like. And then the whole power armor thing too. Customize your power
Can,
armor.
can, can I put more pockets on my power armor? Is this a thing?
I
I would
hope
love,
so. I haven't
I
seen
would
that.
love to just to sell like a leather pocket onto like some
Just covered
power.
in pockets.
Yeah, that sounds wonderful. So, what games of Fallout have you played before in the past, eh?
Well, you see, I've never played Fallout,
Why is this
but
the topic? We're good.
I have played other Bethesda games like,
What
Skyrim
other
and
Bethesda
Morrowind.
games? What is this?
I've never played Oblivion. I don't think I would like it, but I'm very excited for Fallout 4 to be actually able to play it.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about Bethesda in general then. Um, I've heard that Bethesda did fairly well with the launch of Fallout 4, actually, in terms of, this typical Bethesda game crashes 24/7.
Yeah.
I haven't heard too much about that for Fallout 4, so that's good. Um, in terms of other Bethesda in general, I have played Skyrim. I haven't played it too much. The that's about it for me in Bethesda. Um, I mean, Skyrim was cool and all, but I don't know. I think it was a little bit too slow for me. I wasn't immersed correctly into it. It might have just been the time, what else I was playing,
Yeah.
but it just didn't get a hold of me. And then, but I really liked it in terms of like conceptually and what it is for its time. It's a very good game, obviously. So many people have said so many good things about it. A lot of customizability, just a really good world, especially on PC, when we have access to all these mods and stuff. Because I know I had
Oh
a really
yeah.
good time playing around with like some Star Wars mods, which apparently is our theme for this episode.
Fallout and Star Wars. Well, Bethesda and Star Wars.
Yeah, I guess so. Even though I don't think these episodes are gonna have like actual themes, but hey, what happens happens. So, Dank, tell me about your experience in previous Bethesda games, Skyrim.
Well, Skyrim, I played that for probably a long time. It was it was different from what I was used to since I had originally played Morrowind. And Morrowind,
Is that two before or one before?
it was two before.
Two before. Okay.
Yeah, the graphics were pretty, it was shitty, but I really liked the leveling system. Some
Uh
people
huh.
might say it like might have been too much, like agility and then being able to jump higher and all of that, but I thought it was pretty cool, and that's what I liked about it, which I kind of missed in Skyrim, not being able to get better at running for longer or faster or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Yeah. That's one of the things I felt too. Is like the fact that in Skyrim you had to run around a lot was kind of unappealing to me. I understand that there's like fast travels and stuff, but in some cases, you just have to run somewhere,
Yeah.
and it's like I'd rather not because like many people, I wanted to just carry everything, which is
All
not
that
good.
cheese.
Yo, dog, if I can carry like 20 cheese wheels with me, I'm down. No, that was a real issue because I never got the chance to go and buy a house to like store stuff in.
You casual.
Yo, dog, I have like 4 hours in that game. All right. Um, Trust me, guys, I play video games. It's all right. Uh, just not Skyrim or Bethesda. I know Bethesda isn't a video game, but it's okay. But like I was saying, a lot of times I wanted to I just kept following like story paths, side quests, and stuff. So I just ended up getting up more loot than I could actually handle.
Mm.
So that's kind of an issue because I'm like, yo, do I really want to get rid of this like steel sword I have when I can
It's a
like
lot
go
of
back and like,
inventory management,
yeah,
even when you get a house.
especially after you kill like a few dragons and then like your entire inventory is filled with, like dragon scales and dragon bones. You're like, I really don't want to get rid of this, but
And then you realize, for some reason, when you get your smithing all the way up to be able to smith dragon armor and all that, it's not as good as the Daedric, which was kind of disappointing.
yeah. I mean, pretend like I know what you mean, but yeah. No, doesn't the dragon armor look better though? Isn't that all
No,
that it?
Daedric looks
Oh,
fucking boss as fuck.
okay, never
I
mind
haven't
then.
said that word in ages, but it looks really cool.
All right, well that's good. Just shows you how much of a pleb I am in Skyrim. Think I think I put a lot of time and effort into that game. Last played freaking like 4 months ago. Oh man. All right, well, any last thoughts, comments on Fallout 4, Bethesda, Skyrim, that kind of stuff?
They make good games.
All right, you guys heard you.
You heard it here first.
They make good games. Wonderful, wonderful. All right, well now we're gonna go into, I guess this is kind of like a storytelling kind of section of the podcast. Um, more of a discussion, but it kind of follows the lines of a storytelling kind of thing. So, like before, we're back on Reddit, boys, but we are on r/writing prompts, and we're gonna just like check out a prompt and see what we think about it. What we think about it, what we can kind of create. Maybe we can create a little story, talk about that for a little bit, see what happens. So, like I said before, we got like a Star Wars theme going for this episode. I don't know why, but whatever. Because I guess we like to talk about things we know nothing about, as seen by the past like 15 minutes of this podcast. So, for this one, instead of telling the truth, Darth Vader convinces Luke Skywalker that Obi-Wan killed his father by Parrot STD. So, I'm gonna sound like an idiot during this because I don't know the lore well enough. It's been so long.
Why did we choose these as topics?
I don't know. This is
Let's
gonna be a really successful podcast. We might have to just like go on a hardcore tangent at the end just to make up like.
now let's just
For...
keep talking about shit we don't know about.
All right. So, um, Darth Vader convinces Luke that Obi-Wan killed his father. So that means.
Luke,
Wait a second.
Luke won't
Oh,
like
okay, okay.
Obi-Wan.
So that means does that mean all right? So since Darth Vader is Luke's father, that means Luke's gonna think that someone else is his father, and Obi-Wan killed him. So we can't just take the easy way out and say like, oh, what if Luke doesn't believe it? Because apparently he convinces him here. Darth Vader has his persuasion skill up very, very high, very charismatic man.
Wait, if you think about it, he kind of did kill his father.
I guess
Because he
so.
turned into Darth Vader.
Oh wow, dang plot holes. Star Wars 0 to 10 now. Yeah, what about that? I mean, I don't know. I kind of think that Luke wouldn't believe him, but like I said before, it is said that he's
Supposedly,
convinced.
yeah, you convinced him and
So, I mean, hmm, why do we talk about this stuff, man?
well, Obi-Wan might get fucked. Luke
That
might
that
get
is true.
fucked. Everybody might get fucked.
That's how it's all gonna end. It's gonna mass apocalypse.
Just GG's.
Yep. That's it. This is gonna be like a mass Jedi war. It's everyone is done for. Luke's gonna kill Obi-Wan. Anakin, aka Vader, is gonna kill Luke. Then all the other
What?
Jedi.
Why would he kill his
I,
son?
I don't know, man. Hey, this is just an alternate universe we're thinking. You know?
Yeah, maybe it's just something mean.
Yeah. You know? What if he's just like, a sociopath in this version? What about that?
Mm.
Okay, so before we go into our next thing, we would like to deeply apologize for how poorly that went, and
Just laugh at us,
just laugh at
please.
us. We're
Take something
sorry.
out of that.
We're sorry if we offended you. All right, that was a really, really bad discussion on that writing prompt, but hopefully the future ones will be better if you stick around to watch the future ones. So,
So how about that One Punch Man?
oh, yeah, okay, One Punch Man. So, I guess we also watch anime and play video games. We are real.
Weeaboo nerds, pretty much.
Okay, then. That's how we are
Nah.
classifying ourselves now. Um, yes, so One Punch Man. We are currently both watching the series One Punch Man, which is a wonderful change of topic from here, which is something we both actually know what we're talking about.
And are passionate.
Yes, we were very intimate when watching the show. Um, so currently, what One Punch Man is on episode 11?
Yes, coming
Yeah,
out Sunday?
coming out Sunday. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. It's gonna be good. So,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
those of you who haven't seen it yet, this section may contain spoilers for you. So be warned. If you don't care, then by all means, or if you have seen it, then by all means, enjoy this section. So, what have you thought about the show just overall right now so far, Dank?
Um, I like his punches.
I like this bunch. Yeah,
The intro is really cool.
intro is amazing.
Yeah.
One of the best.
I'm liking that it's actually evolving in like with a real like storyline instead of just him punching people every episode.
I mean, he still punches people like every episode, though.
Yeah, but there's some plot development. It's not like Sailor Moon where it's pretty much the same thing every episode, just different monsters or different
Copy
enemies.
paste arcs, copy paste arc, copy paste arc.
Yeah, like we
Yeah,
got
you
this
know.
big ass alien ship and he's gonna have to obviously punch it.
Yeah, that is true. I really wish that he could have just punched the ship and it would have exploded, and that would have been wonderful.
He's not strong enough, needs a buff.
Yeah, don't. Of course, he's strong enough. All right.
One punch the ship?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Why couldn't
not
he?
even trying.
Not even trying. I mean, you saw what he did to that bullet.
Yeah, that foot.
Yeah.
One
Just kicks a
kick.
bullet in, and yeah. So let's start off back from the beginning of the show. Amazing intro. Really good as a a comedy kind of. All
Continue.
right.
I was coughing, I apologize.
Pretty good as a a comedy like actiony. I don't say it's like a parody anime, you know, like a parody shonen anime.
It doesn't
Then
take
again,
itself too seriously.
yeah, it doesn't. And I gotta say, it's a lot. In just terms of drawing, the original webcomic to the manga to the anime, quite the evolution, and it's really wonderful, honestly. I like the story behind him. You know, I love how he's just very just chill about everything, and it's just like stuff about everyday life, and it's just like I know I'm fighting this monster right now, but I gotta get back home. There's a sale going on.
And there's a cactus that I have to water.
There's a cactus in that water. I love his cactus.
Yeah.
Real MVP. And one of the things I initially kind of thought about the show is like, oh, this isn't gonna be too good. If he can just one punch everything, then it's not gonna really be able to kind of like handle itself very well because you're just gonna be like, all right, I know what's gonna happen. He's just gonna punch it once and win. Now, granted, that does happen every time, but still, the way it happens and the stuff that happens to other characters really, really makes it a wonderful overall experience. It's just nice to see like Saitama just come in like, all these other characters are having such an issue, then he just like,
Bop.
with it just, yeah, that's it, just over with. I love how confident the enemies are, and then they punch him or whatever, nothing happens, then he just like punches them, and just game over.
Stops rain at one point.
It literally stops rain because he punches so hard. That's
Yeah.
it. That's true power right there. Or like when he's fighting Genos and he doesn't even punch him. He literally stops the punch and like clears like the earth behind him.
An entire mountain range for miles and miles.
Seriously, dude. It's like, how do you do that? That's like that goes against the laws of physics. He is that strong that he can break the laws of physics. Like that's some impressive strength.
What do you think it would be like if he got his arms cut off so he couldn't punch people anymore? Would he turn into one kick man?
I don't think he could get his arms cut off. Honestly,
Oh, actually, yeah. What if he cut them off himself?
I literally I don't think it's like his body would allow that, you know?
Uh,
Like you saw when the Sea King like punched him straight in the
yeah,
face, or like when everyone just tries to attack him, you know?
doesn't
Like
even really move.
yeah. I love how he's just so sad about everything, you know? It's like
Yeah.
can't find a worthy opponent just every single time. It's like everyone else is like amazed, like, oh my god, this guy just saved us. He saved the world, and it's just like it
I
took
want to go
a
home.
punch. God, come on. I also love in the beginning, Genos is just like, please let me be your let me be your apprentice.
Why are you following me?
And then later at the end, you know, he seems to grow on him a bit. He isn't always questioning him 24/7 about being his apprentice, which I like. You know, Genos, I really like him as a character. I love his artwork. I love the fact that his eyes are black and yellow.
Yeah,
That looks really cool. And I
cyborg.
really love it. Yeah, Cyborg Coon baby. Rip. But no, I really like his fighting styles and animation and stuff. They're really good looking. Really good plot development too.
Well,
I'm
so
liking
see.
it. What?
What?
What do you think about a tornado?
Tornado?
Yeah, the lolly.
Easy lolly.
Easy lolly, easy life.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
She's like 30, isn't she?
Yeah, like something like that.
Something ridiculous.
And then Saitama just calls her a child the first time they meet. She's like, "Who let a freaking B class in here?" Like, yo, where's it?
Why
Who
is
let
there a
a lost
child?
child in here? Quality, quality. Yeah, I know. I just like catchphrase. I'm sorry. Um, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen there because I feel like there's gonna be some sort of conflict between Tornado and Saitama.
She can summon a meteor, so I don't know. Actually, no. He already
He
punched a
can
meteor.
punch the meteor.
GG.
Yeah. See, I don't know, like, because obviously she has to be some like really overpowered kind of character, you know,
Yeah.
in order for her to like maintain this top spot where people just like kind of just listen. Like, you know, remember when they in the last episode 10 was it when the introduction of like the aliens and or I guess like we'll call them aliens. You know, with the other ship and stuff like that. You
The
know,
Space Invaders.
Space
The
Invaders.
Space
Yeah.
King.
Space King, Space King. Yep. You know, remember that? Like, you know, when people were always like, you know, she's always so like sassy and whatnot, all tsundere and stuff like that. And you know, other people will be like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna put up with it," and then they're always just like, "Yo, don't. She'll kill you." And it's like,
Yeah.
you know, something has to be up. You know what I mean? I kind of want to see them fight to the death, but at the same time, I don't think I want to see Saitama just destroy her.
Yeah.
I feel like he would have to win. You know?
Literally murder what looks like a small child.
Yeah. Although if she's drawn in the style as a webcomic, then by all means, please. I love that they did that in the anime. They put in like you know some little hints back at the webcomic and then the way she
Yeah.
stuff. That's really wonderful. Who do you think the S rank hero number one is? Like, what do you think about that? Because I remember when they were doing the hero meeting, uh, S number one was absent, right?
Yeah. How do
So
you even keep your rank if you don't like show up to the meetings?
you get kicked out of the club.
Yeah, you're not a real hero.
Yeah, I don't know. I assume that there has to be some good explanation for it, obviously.
Yeah.
But because yeah, just like Metal Knight was also not there, so
He just doesn't give a fuck.
yeah, Metal Knight. I don't like Metal Knight. That's who I want One Punch Man to destroy right there. That'd be a good fight because I know because you know he made that building all reinforced and stuff, and Saitama just jumped through it like head
Yeah.
first. So I would love to just to see like Metal Knight's reaction when you know like he just sends like 'cause, you know he's obviously probably not gonna go fight himself. He's gonna send like that robot like he did at the meteor, and then Saitama just like punches it once, and I would just love to see his reaction right there because you know he's gonna be like just awestruck, just jaw dropped.
My armor.
My armor. What is this? I don't know why I gave him that voice, but hey. Oh yeah, it's looking promising. I've heard from a few people who've already read the manga that this next episode with Boros and Saitama and
You
stuff
mean
like that,
Space King?
Space King, Space King Boros. I've heard this is gonna be some pretty crazy stuff.
I wonder how they're gonna make it crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too, because
I mean, he's
maybe
already
Saitama's not
there.
even gonna fight.
Usually comes
Maybe.
down to like him being late in Genos
Yeah,
fighting,
he
but
has
he's
to.
face
He
to
has
face
to
with
be
this
like.
dude.
It's always. Say it's always happening. Genesis is always like, I'm gonna fight this person. Super awesome fight sequence. Epic
Wait, how
music.
many fights has he even won? Like against big enemies? Hasn't he lost like all of them?
No, see, that's what I was thinking too. Because before I'm like, yo, Genos is awesome, but it sucks because he always loses. But he did. He has won one fight.
Which
That
one?
was versus the armored gorilla back in like episode 2.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Which I mean, hey, yay, go Genos. And
Gets.
it's always the same thing. It's always like, I underestimated my opponent. How could I have done this?
I lost
And
my focus.
every time he's always like ripped to shreds, and he
Burned
always
with
has the doctor.
acid.
Yeah, Saitama Sensei, he saved me again, doctor. And then he's like, I understand. And honestly, I was kind of like on a complete like a half tangent when he got his new armor or his new cyborg parts, I guess, the ones that he keeps in his briefcase or the ones that are his briefcase. I was a little underwhelmed, honestly. Like they looked really cool, but it's like I understand that Meteor was overpowered, but I haven't really got to see anything happening with it. You
Yeah,
know,
fight wise.
yeah,
Just shooting shit.
we don't really have any, or because we haven't watched. For those of you who don't know, we haven't read the manga or anything or the original webcomic, but we don't really know how that's gonna work. So, you know,
He's probably still gonna lose
hopefully,
every fight.
probably. I would really hope not, though.
Yeah.
I wanna see him shine a little bit, but oh well. There's always Saitama, who is just an absolute legend. Well, let's talk about the real hero in the show. I think we all know who we're talking about here, and that is
Wolf.
Moomin Rider.
Oh, Moomin Rider, yeah.
How did you not get that? Come on,
I thought you meant like Watchdog.
Watchdog man.
He's pretty quality.
He's cool. He's cool, but he's nothing compared to Moomin
Moomin
Rider,
is on another
the
level.
hero who abides by traffic laws even when it is a heightened state of emergency. All right, that's how
The
you know
Sea
he's
King's
cool.
out there,
Sea King is
punching
out there.
people.
He is on a bike. He is riding on the road, and
And
he is
his
abiding by
armor.
traffic.
I wonder,
Is that armor
is that a
what
backpack that
is
he
it?
has, or is that
I don't
like a
know.
back plate?
Back plate pack? I don't know. But I love favorite post from Moomin Rider. Just the thumbs up after he saves the little kid, like the cat
Mm.
or no, the balloon. What am I talking about? And that's just wonderful. I really want to see more Moomin Rider. At first I'm like, yo, Moomin Rider, what is
This
he?
kid taking all the glory.
Yeah, this guy. What
He
back off,
deserves it.
Saitama though. And then now it's like, you know what, Moomin Rider, you are the true hero.
Mm.
And actually, there's this one thing. I'm gonna go find this on Reddit real quick, just to jog my memory. But there's one part where it's like one of Saitama's quotes, and Moomin Rider acts out perfectly. So why don't you just talk about something until I can find this?
Um, Shit, I had just had a topic in my head.
Good
I was
job.
thinking about, um,
Okay, what do you think's gonna happen in the next episode?
what do I think is gonna happen in the next episode?
Yes.
Um, you know, I can speculate that maybe they're gonna like make Bandos or Space King really fast or something.
It's Boros.
Boros, not Bandos, that's RuneScape.
Oh my god.
uh, I don't know, it's really hard to guess.
Yeah, because especially because people are telling me that it's like epic.
Yeah,
So I'm not really sure what's gonna happen though, because it could just be like an utter flop, and that makes it really funny.
like everyone's just lying to us.
Yeah, none of the lying to us, but it's like the fight ends like so anticlimactically after all this build up, and then you're just like, oh my god, that's just that's just hilarious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll have to see because that he has one eye. Boros has one eye,
Mm.
so that's just it has to be something. That means something. They can't just You can't just give someone one eye and like slowly pan into them at the end of an episode and not expect like something that to not be significant.
He's got X-ray vision.
Probably
That's his
he
power.
can see behind his baldness.
He's actually got hair on his brain.
What?
It was
Yeah,
too
right.
intense outside, so it went back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where he gets all his power.
That, it, yeah. Why do you think he is so powerful?
Probably literally at God.
Probably literally a god.
Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting. I'm not sure. I would really love to believe it's that basic strength training. 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups,
Mm.
squats, and a 10-kilometer run.
That inspired me. I'm doing that, except for the running
I am
part.
doing that right now.
I
Sorry,
am
podcast.
currently running 10 kilometers.
Yeah, dude.
It's already working, can't even hear me breathing.
Yeah, yeah. Um, for those of you who have read the manga, well, what do you think about the adaptation from the manga to the anime? I think that they've done a fairly good job of it because I have seen some of the manga on like any like comparison gifs and whatnot. So I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Dank, what do you think about that? Have you seen any of it or no?
No, I've seen nothing.
You've seen nothing.
I am in the dark.
You are in the dark.
All
Oh.
I've seen is like the images you've sent me of the differences in the art.
You know what else is dark? Pretty Pretty Prisoner.
Ooh, I love him.
That Dark Angel transformation though.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he took the advice he got from Sea King.
Yeah. I don't really what a character. What a character.
Mm.
What do you think about some of the other like class S heroes?
They're all a bunch of nerds. I would really
They're
like
all
to know about King though. Like the fact that he's
yeah,
supposed to be the
yeah.
strongest man on Earth.
Did it say that in
And
the
he
show?
and
Because
he
I
can't
think I
even
missed that.
jump to the spaceship, and the
Yeah.
Saitama just fucking kicks a doesn't even fly through the air
Yeah,
as
I
the
know.
bullet's coming at him, just stops it. Yeah.
I mean, come on, what is this? Not even Saitama level. So I don't know. But you know what I am? What I do? Just what's funny to think about? We talk about One Punch Man for twice as long, or just as long as about the rest of everything else. So
Something we know. Should never do
yeah,
this again.
it's crazy what you can talk about when you know something. You know?
How
Hmm.
about Gate? We have watched
No, no, no. We
one
can't do that.
episode,
We can't do that.
and there's a lolly in that one too.
That will conclude our discussion on Gate right there.
Yes.
We might talk about that next podcast, maybe. Depends on how much we actually get to watch. And
And how successful this one is.
yeah, yeah,
Just you
yeah.
know what? Even if you guys don't like this, we're gonna keep going.
Yo, I don't know. If they pay us to stop, I'll stop. You know?
Yeah.
So
Take that
maybe if you
YouTube
guys
ride.
also yeah, maybe. I can also not find this quote that I'm looking for, which is really bothering me now.
You know what
Hmm.
I heard about? Some
What?
recent YouTube drama.
Are we
Machinima.
talking about No, we're not talking about YouTube drama.
Machinima.
I don't know about YouTube drama, dog.
Machinima. It's
What about
Shinima.
Machinima? What about Machinima?
It's Shinima. Apparently,
Okay.
they lied to a bunch of small YouTubers and put them in very long contracts, and then take all their monies when they get bigger.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds like it. But I mean, then again, like what company really doesn't do that though? That's
Quality YouTube drama. All right.
all right. Well, let's get into that topic because I don't
Yeah.
even know
It's
what's
done.
going on. Hmm. All right. Well, do we want to continue talking about One Punch Man?
I mean, do we know anything else?
Do we know anything else? Um, I mean, what was your favorite moment from the show so far?
Hmm. Probably when Puri Puri Prisoner first entered his final form,
Oh, really?
the angel. Yeah,
Uh huh.
that's got to be it.
That's yeah, that was a good moment. I don't know how I feel about that overall, but yeah, that was a good moment.
How about you?
My favorite moment, I don't know. Hmm. I kind of gotta say that. I don't know,
The
man.
Carnage Kabuto scene when he's talking about, a week from now.
Yes, yes, yeah. The Carnage Kabuto scene where
Yeah,
he's talking about the sale. I
beautiful
got.
setup.
Yeah, I agree. That was actually a really good scene. That I also did like his fight with Sonic, the first one, or I don't know, just all of his encounters with Sonic. You know, because he's just not giving Sonic the respect that Sonic wants, and it's just like, yo, I'm just gonna bite your sword in half real quick. I need to go find some evil to fight.
Didn't even see him move to bite it. He
Yeah.
thinks he's the fastest. Uh,
Yep. Old seat on the ground, Sonic.
he's got to go fast, but he doesn't go fast. Wait, what's his
Yeah,
name? It's like Sonic Speedo Soundu?
that was not racist at all. It's
Sonic
speed of sound, Sonic.
Speedo Sound Sonic.
Speedo sound, yes.
Speedo Sound Sonic.
I'm curious what's gonna happen with him because I they never talked about because remember how he said back when they were fighting the Sea King is that they never said he like yeah I'm gonna come back with a weapon and like fight you dog and that kind of never happened. So, is he gonna come back and be like, "Yo, Saitama, how did you do this?" Or, what's gonna happen here? Like, are they
Yeah.
just gonna completely just go up, like, just skip that? I don't know.
I'm hoping he becomes a recurring theme throughout the show, just
I hope so
getting
too, and I
absolutely
hope,
destroyed.
yes, yes, I agree.
His entire purpose.
What do you think about the transitions? Because I know I'm a huge fan of the transitions, like where the
Yeah.
commercials would be.
I really like the colors. That sounds
Yeah, the
like
colors
a childlike
are
thing to
wonderful.
say, but the
Like
colors,
they're
like
very
they
like
just,
it's
yeah,
part
yeah.
of like the minimalistic kind of style. It suits it very well.
Very
Here's another good
rich.
thing. What do you think Saitama reads about in his manga? Because he's always reading his manga in his apartment.
It's probably HE.
All right.
Why do you think he's angry when Genos interrupts him? You know? Or did that ever even
I don't
happen?
think
I'm
he
fucking
is.
stupid. Well, he's
I,
probably reading the HE either way.
I don't know, dog. I don't think he is.
Maybe he's reading
But
One Punch Man.
maybe he is. Maybe he's reading like the original webcomic in a manga, even though it's a webcomic
Yeah.
and not a manga. That'd be some really deep stuff. Just like how he randomly looks at the camera sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I don't know how we couldn't have discussed this earlier, but I love the art style on Saitama. How it's just very just underdone, and then just at a moment's notice, it is serious, Saitama, and I'm here to save the day.
He gets a chin.
Yeah, it's just like Saitama Sensei. Do you want to come with us? It's like, yes, I do. I have nothing else to do. Therefore, I shall help you in your quest. And, you get all shaded in, and you're like, dang. All right then.
And other times he's bullshitting inspirational quotes.
Yeah, that's wonderful. That was wonderful.
I
All
also
right.
really like the scene where he smacks the mosquito girl.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Genos loses his arms and he just, what does he say? He says something like oppa or something.
Of course.
Oppa!
I don't think that's what he said, but hey,
Mosquito getting smacked.
I want to know how how Sonic got so fast. Yeah, because Sonic's just like a regular person, isn't he?
Yes, from a ninja clan.
Run Ninja Clan, dang dude. It's just so we got like Space Kings, Air King, Bird King, Sea King, the Pokemon.
I completely
Um,
forgot about this.
What did you forget about? Oh yeah, when he gets the ground dragon. That's yeah,
Yes.
that's a quality
His
face.
face just peeks out.
Yep, that's wonderful. It's a really good show overall. For those of you who haven't watched it yet and are listening to this because you don't care about spoilers, honestly, if you can't really spoil this show because you could say, "Oh, he kills this person, he kills that person. This is what happens," but it's like the way it happened in the show, the way it's laid out. That's what gets it good because you could say like, "Oh, Saitama goes around, he one punches every enemy and kills them all." That's not going to spoil the
That
show,
yeah, that's the entire show.
you know. That is the entire show. It's not going to spoil anything because it's just the comedy of how it's laid out and stuff like that. You know,
And even if you hear it here first, it's gonna be incredible when you see it
so
yourself.
that is true. That is true. Well, I mean, hey, jeez. I guess we're kind of it. That's gonna be it on One Punch Man.
All right. 25
Still could
minutes of
not.
One Punch Man, 20
I
minutes
still
of
could not find that freaking
the quote.
quote. I was like, yeah,
What was it from?
that. I don't even know. I don't remember anymore. Watch it be on from like episode 9, and I'm just gonna hate everything. I think it actually is from episode 9, and now I do feel like an idiot. Um, hmm. If Saitama, or not Saitama, just to give me a little bit more time to look for this, I do want to find this. If Moomin Rider had like a power, what do you think it would be?
Stand up pedal mode.
Oh my god, I completely forgot about that. It's the best moment. That's my favorite moment in the show.
Stand up pedal mode activate.
Stand up pedal mode. Dude, that's amazing. No, no, like a serious note though.
Yeah. Um, I think he's got the potential to do
Do you
100
think he
sit-ups,
will?
100 push-ups, 10-kilometer run every day, skip
You
squats.
forgot the 100 squad. Oh, skip squad. That's right, 'cause bicycles, huh?
Yeah, and he might have the potential to rival Mr. One Punch, Mr. Saitama.
All right. So one thing I haven't seen in the show, because apparently we're not going to stop talking about One Punch Man, because it's the only topic we can actually talk about right now. Trust us for future podcasts. We will have it laid out better
Yeah,
with topics we actually know. Uh, this just didn't go as well as we expected. We thought we could talk about stuff. Apparently, we cannot.
I mean, we can drag it out for about 20 minutes, but talking about things you don't know, it's kind of hard.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And I don't know. I kind of do want Moomin Rider to get like some sort of power,
Mm,
so he can be part of this. But it's like, I don't know. Like, part of me wants to think he could and will, but like, maybe not. You know,
then you see him try and punch the Sea King, and the way he just gets automatically denied.
and you're just like, oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Hmm. Do you think Genos is gonna die ever?
nah,
No.
nah.
He's already like tried to kill himself twice, and he's like been ripped to shreds like 4 other times. So I don't know, man.
He's like Kenny from South Park, except he doesn't ever really die. He just gets completely destroyed and comes back the next episode completely fine.
Right.
Easy repairs.
All right. All right. Easy repairs, easy life. Also, I don't know if I told you this before, but for those of you who don't know, on r/anime, the official subreddit, um, the members of the subreddit are currently called Moomin Rider Fan Club.
Mm.
So it is 333,000 members of the Moomin Rider fan club. That's what the subscribers are called on r/anime. And there's a 1,600 cycles waiting for the light to turn green. And that's just absolutely wonderful. I don't know that I could ask for something better than that. That's I don't know when they put that on there. I know I saw it a while back, but it just reminded me of it now, and that's wonderful. Quality stuff. Moon Rider is the real hero.
It's the second thing to pop up on Google when you type in mum.
Really?
Yeah. Mumbo Jumbo is first, and then it's Moomin Redder.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, what
Unless
else
that's
maybe?
Google taking my information and catering to me.
That could also be it. That could also be it. Well, I mean, I think we're about wrapping it up to a close. But we're at 50 minutes. Let's talk about something else. It's not on our docket this time, and that is the recent Counter Strike update. Oh baby,
8 out of 8. Irate.
stop, stop.
No.
So we are huge Counter Strike fans. We play this game a little bit. By a little bit, I mean like every day. Uh, so recently, for those of you who do not know the context of this, Counter Strike Global Offensive is a very competitive esport shooter game, and you know,
Occasionally, it
occasionally
gets
Valve
completely destroyed.
decide, yeah, Valve decides they're gonna ruin the game, and this is one of the situations. Luckily, they fixed it quickly, and by quickly I mean like extremely quickly relative to other fixes they've had in the past. But they recently added a new weapon called the R8 revolver, which was ridiculously overpowered. Literally was the best weapon in the game for the cost of like you could literally afford to purchase it every round. Counter Strike had an economy based system where you purchase weapons every round and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So you can literally have a weapon that one shots someone at any range with or without armor, and anyone could have it at any round. It got to a point where literally in any form of matchmaking, everyone was just using this gun, and wow,
It was
gotta
god
say,
awful.
it was. So many people like uninstalled on that day,
Just,
the
I was
day of
so
the Wild
sad.
West. It really was. And then especially with the other stuff too, the whole nerf of the rifle. I really don't think that they went about that correctly at all.
No.
Now, also, I have to understand that I don't know what their intentions were. Some people say that their intentions were, and what they quoted was that they intended to make it so spraying and bursting is a much more viable option. Perhaps, or they could have just said that. 'Cause some people were saying that maybe they wanted people to start using the SG and the AUG more. Because I know Counter Strike, the devs, or they kind of like they know that Counter Strike's supposed to be a competitive game, or at least I hope they know that. All these like tournaments and esports stuff, but at the same time, they've consistently made changes in the past where it's just like, well, we want to appeal to more people. It's like, yeah, but you're supposed to be, in my opinion, you're supposed to be a competitive game where people
Difficult
who,
game to master.
yeah, I understand you want to attract an audience, but your game has been steadily increasing in audience for like ever, and all those people get the game because they want to play this high capped, like skill ceiling. Like I'm gonna have to spend time to get used to it and get good at this game. For those who have the drive to want to get good at the game. However, there are there are those who also do get discouraged quite easily at the game and stop playing it. But that's what's the difference between that and someone playing like another game like Fallout 4
Yeah.
and saying like, this isn't the game for me," or I'll just play like once.
Yeah. There's just gonna be those people who don't end up enjoying it.
Yes, there's kind of like nothing you can really do about those people. So I mean, I really don't think they should trying to be catering to such a large audience when the main audience, the main intention of the audience is to play this, competitive game and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like,
And they're already making an incredible amount of money off of this game. I don't think they really need to try and force an expansion of the audience.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm not sure. Maybe there's something that they want from it that we just can't see due to the fact that we're not like devs or something like that.
They're preparing to create a class system. You gotta buy operators.
Oh man. No, but I don't know. We'll see. Because like what they really should be doing is like listening to the pros and stuff like that, the professionals at the game, because a lot of people do watch the esports side of things of Counter Strike, and they want to get that best competitive play on their own so they can be better and play on this hopefully and get as good. 'Cause a lot of people do want to go pro in Counter Strike, and for that they're gonna need to get good. So, if they're just making it like breaking the game constantly because they want to appeal to more people, that's gonna take away from the people who want to play the game competitively and want to get good at it because they just keep implementing stuff like this that's not working. But also, people are just gonna have to adapt and stuff still. I think they could have gone about it better, assuming that their goal was to actually get people to tap and burst fire more. They could have done some stuff that's like they could have done some stuff that's like what people have been complaining about for a long time. Increase that first shot accuracy. Now, granted, with that, there's nothing necessarily stopping people from spraying after they get, even with that first shot accuracy. I don't see how they could necessarily nerf spraying in a constructive
Non-game
way.
breaking way.
Yeah, like they can't really. I don't really see a good way that they can properly nerf spraying while also giving people who tap it and burst a distinct advantage over what it currently is. You know,
Yeah,
because what they did now is they increased the time that it takes for the gun's accuracy to reset, which they should not have done.
especially if they want
Um,
to,
yeah,
have
especially if
people
they want to increase
burst
tapping, because
fire.
if you're like taking a shot and you have to wait for the accuracy to reset more often than a spray, that kind of doesn't really help your point at all. But then there's also just the thing is like what they did with the spraying. They also nerf spraying in addition to that too, where they made the sprays more random. It's like, well, that's gonna decrease the effectiveness of spraying, guaranteed. But do you really want randomness in a game that's about skill
Yeah,
and competitive? You know,
which comes back
that's
to the first shot accuracy.
yeah, that's a big issue too, because sometimes you'll be aiming at someone and it just won't hit.
Yep.
Or another thing too is like jumping and jump throwing and stuff like that. All these other just like little like random aspects in the game. It's like, is this really what they should they keep this in there? Or, do they want to take this out just so the game can be like more based on skill? 'Cause, there's something that you also just can't give a gun like 100% first shot accuracy. You know, as much as that would be as skill based as it gets, but, that gets to a point where it's just kind of like game breaking in itself,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So I think that they first shot accuracy should be increased. It should not just be just bumped up to 100 because then you're gonna have people just like pre-firing all the time because that peeker's advantage. You
Yeah.
have an op holding a corner, guy runs out with an AK, pre-aimed on his head,
Just
comes
jiggle
out
peeks
just
it and
yeah, just jiggle peek one taps him because his weapon's gonna aim exactly where he's aiming. You know, I think a lot of people don't actually give like credit to how difficult it is to really balance all this stuff out. You know,
mm-hmm.
a lot of people just like hop on like kind of just straw man it. There's look at this one aspect and like, oh, you can do this, but maybe in some cases they do, maybe in some cases they don't. They're like, oh, you can just do this and that'll fix that. It's like, yeah, well, you also have to remember that there's a lot of other stuff to think about in terms of like what that's affecting and how that's going to affect like not only because like the game isn't about you, I guess in the end, it's about how the devs want to make it and what their goals are with the game, whether that's to make money or make the optimal experience for the player. you know we don't necessarily know that. We'd all like to have the game be made optimally for the player, but money is
You gotta have ulterior
quite the driving
motives.
force. Yeah,
Stat Track music kits.
Star Trek music is. So sorry for that rant on Counter Strike right there, but hey, stuff.
That was bad. You're bad at
It was.
ranting.
I'm bad at ranting, I guess. So I guess it's going to be coming to a close for this podcast. Dang, is there anything else you want to add before I just cover up some bases and give it an outro?
Um,
Anything you want to further discuss? Any new topics you want to bring up?
no, other than this is probably the first video that's gonna be going up on my channel, so you know. Yeah,
So you know.
yeah.
All right. Well, just a quick little recap. Um, Thank you all for watching. Really do appreciate it. And hopefully we will be back in the future. So if you guys have any requests on maybe what you liked in the podcast, what you didn't like, how we could help increase the quality of the content, anything like that, any kind of criticism, suggestions, we're looking for that right now. So hopefully you can drop that in the comments. Um, Drop some questions for our Q&A session because we do want to kind of get that kind of started. So the word kind of a lot right there. But we do want to get that started. That's a nice little topic right there for us to discuss. So if you guys have some questions for each of us individually or the both of us, then hey, we'll hopefully gladly be able to answer those. Try and keep them,
Don't be shy.
try and keep them relatively like kind of serious though. Don't be like, oh, what's your favorite color, dog? It's like, I mean, I guess I could talk about like what my favorite color is and the meaning behind it. That's gonna be like a two-section blog. We kind of want to do like one question kind of type stuff. So try and keep it kind of like that. But hey, whatever is good for now. Dun, dun, dun. All right, but no, I think that
Goodbye.
does.
Wait,
I
what?
think.
Keep going.
God dang it. I think that just kind of close everything up. Hope you guys have enjoyed the content, the podcast, and
Look
hopefully we'll
forward for more.
look forward for more. Yeah, hopefully you continue to enjoy it in the future. And thank you all for watching once again. It's been Ghostal and Dank here, and
We will
have
be
a good one.
linking each other's accounts. So, if you want to check both of us out, you can do that.
Thank you for ruining the outro.
I had to get that in there real quick, man.
All right. Like, now I'm going to redo it now. Thank you for making this a wonderfully professional outro. Doesn't matter. We're the Casual Cast, boys. We're the Casual Cast.
Casual.
Casual Cast. So thank you all for watching. Greatly appreciate it. Hopefully, you look forward to more in the future. And hopefully, you enjoyed this. Comments, suggestions, all greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
I hope you all have a very nice day.